It begins on a quiet road beneath a sky the color of warm honey and smoke, the kind of evening where the air smells faintly of woodfire and fallen leaves. The light is soft, the kind that seems to glow from within the world rather than above it. You're walking slowly, your footsteps muffled by a carpet of amber and gold leaves that crunch softly underfoot. Somewhere in the distance, a crow calls once, its voice low and calm, and the sound drifts through the cool autumn air before fading into silence. The world feels slower now, as though it has taken a deep breath and decided not to exhale. The road curves gently ahead, winding between fields that stretch into the fading light. Pumpkins the fields, round, plump, their orange skins glowing like lanterns in the dusk. A few sit on wooden fences, others line the path leading toward a small village ahead. Every one of them seems to shine with its own quiet warmth, casting soft reflections on the earth around it. You can hear the distant hum of evening, crickets tuning their song, the rustle of dry leaves as a breeze slips through the trees, the faint clatter of a wagon wheel from far down the lane. The sound is gentle, rhythmic, almost like a heartbeat that belongs not to one person, but to the season itself. As you walk, the first lanterns begin to appear, hanging from porch hooks and tree branches, perched on stone walls, glowing softly against the deepening blue of the sky. Their light flickers through the thin autumn air, amber and gold and a touch of red, moving like breath. Some of the lanterns are carved from pumpkins, their smiling faces lit from within by tiny candles that sway when the wind stirs. Their grins are not frightening. They are friendly, familiar, like old friends watching over the night. You draw your coat a little tighter around your shoulders, feeling the cool touch of the breeze. The scent of cinnamon and burning wood drifts toward you, and somewhere close, you can hear the laughter of a few voices, soft, distant, carried on the air. It sounds like comfort. It sounds like home. Ahead, the road narrows and turns into a cobblestone path that leads toward the village square. The lanterns here are brighter, hanging from iron posts that lean slightly with age. The cobblestones glisten faintly where the dew has begun to settle, and the air hums with a quiet contentment. You can hear the faint notes of a fiddle playing from somewhere inside one of the cottages, a slow tune, lilting and warm, the kind of melody that drifts through the mind like a memory half remembered. The square itself is small, surrounded by cottages with sloping roofs and glowing windows. In the center, a fountain stands, its basin lined with pumpkins of every size, some painted, some carved, all shining under the lantern light. The water ripples softly as it falls, the sound blending with the gentle sigh of the wind and the soft chatter of the leaves. You sit on a low stone wall near the fountain, your hands resting against the cool surface. The warmth of the lanterns reflects on your skin, and the night deepens into a comfortable hush. You can smell apples, baked, spiced, sweet, and the faint trace of candle wax and pine. Somewhere nearby, a fire crackles. Its sound feels close enough to touch, though it could be miles away. You close your eyes for a moment, and the whole world becomes sound and scent and stillness. You can hear the slow drip of water from the fountain, the flicker of the candle flames inside the pumpkins, the steady rhythm of your own breath mingling with the calm pulse of the night. Everything feels connected, your breath, the wind, the light, the silence. When you open your eyes again, the sky has deepened to a deep, velvety blue. Stars begin to appear, one by one, faint at first, then brighter as the last traces of daylight disappear. The lanterns glow stronger now, their flames steady and kind. The pumpkins gleam like tiny suns fallen to earth. You begin to wander again, past the cottages and down a smaller lane lined with trees whose branches reach overhead like a tunnel of shadows and gold. The path is lined with more lanterns, their lights leading the way deeper into the quiet night. The trees above rustle softly, the leaves whispering their last songs of the season before they let go. There's a small house at the end of the lane, almost hidden by the trees. Its windows glow softly, and a single lantern hangs by the door. A wreath of dried leaves and berries adorns the wooden frame, and the faint scent of nutmeg and candle wax lingers in the air. The door creaks open easily, as if expecting you. Inside, it's warm. A fire burns quietly in a stone hearth. The room smells of pumpkin bread and soft wool, and the flickering firelight dances across the walls, casting gentle shadows that sway in rhythm with the flames. A teapot sits on the table, steam rising slowly from its spout. The only sound is the occasional crack of a log and the faint sigh of the wind outside. You take a seat in the old armchair near the fire, its fabric worn smooth with time. The warmth wraps around you like a blanket. The flicker of the flames plays across your eyelids when you close them, painting shapes of gold and red and deep amber. The scent of smoke and cinnamon fills the air, and you can hear the faint patter of rain beginning to fall against the windows, soft, rhythmic, soothing. The lantern outside sways gently in the breeze, its light moving across the room in soft waves. It feels as though the whole world has slowed to match your breath. You can feel the pull of sleep now, soft and steady, like the tide easing toward shore. The rain deepens its rhythm, the fire sighs low, and the world outside fades into stillness. You imagine the pumpkins outside, their lantern light flickering across the wet leaves, glowing gently beneath the rain. The village square is quiet now, the fountain's song softer, the cobblestones shimmering in silver moonlight. Everything is calm. Everything rests. Your thoughts drift like leaves on a gentle stream. The fire hums softly. The rain whispers against the glass. The lantern's glow warms the air, and your eyes grow heavier with each slow breath. The night settles fully around you now, thick and kind and endless. The world outside your window continues its slow turning, leaves falling, candles flickering, the season deepening into its golden dream. And you, safe by the fire, wrapped in warmth and the scent of autumn, let go completely. The lantern light fades softly. The rain sings its lullaby, and you drift, slow and deep, into the sweetest sleep of fall. The fire murmurs softly as it burns, its golden light moving across the walls in gentle patterns that seem to breathe. The rhythm of the rain deepens outside, pattering softly against the window panes and the roof, forming a steady lullaby that fills every quiet space of the little house. The sound is neither sharp nor cold. It's warm, round, and soothing, like a familiar voice humming from far away. Each drop that lands feels like it carries a tiny heartbeat of the world, a reminder that everything, even the weather, has its own kind of peace. The air grows cooler, and you pull the blanket from the back of the chair, wrapping it around your shoulders. The fabric is soft, a little heavy, the kind of warmth that settles deeply and slowly into the body. You sink further into the chair, feeling the weight of your day melt away. Every muscle seems to release all at once, your shoulders lowering, your breath slowing, your thoughts softening like fog drifting over a quiet lake. The rain begins to mingle with another sound now, the wind, moving through the trees outside. You can hear the gentle swish of branches bending, the soft rattle of leaves caught in motion. The rhythm of the two sounds, wind and rain, merges into a song as old as the earth itself. The house creaks occasionally, like it's sighing along with the storm, and every creak feels friendly, familiar, alive. You notice the faint scent of apples in the air, spiced, sweet, and warm. On the table by the window, a candle flickers beside a small dish of baked apples, their golden skins split open just slightly to reveal the soft fruit within. The smell mingles with the wood smoke and the faint tang of rain, creating the kind of scent that feels like home in every sense of the word. You close your eyes again, and your mind drifts into the soundscape around you. The crackle of the fire becomes the heartbeat of the room. The rain outside becomes a soft percussion. The wind hums like a lullaby. Each sound folds gently into the next until there's no boundary between them, just a seamless wash of calm that fills the air. You think of the pumpkins outside, their carved faces still glowing through the storm. The candles inside them flicker but never go out. The rain drips from their curved surfaces, catching the light in tiny reflections that shimmer like starlight. The village is asleep now, every window dark, every chimney trailing faint smoke. Even the fountain in the square has quieted, its song soft and low, as if whispering not to wake anyone. The hills beyond the village are covered in fog. It drifts through the fields and trees, wrapping everything in silver softness. The moon hides behind the clouds, but its light still finds its way through, making the mist glow faintly like lantern light floating through the distance. You can almost imagine each patch of fog as a dream moving slowly across the land, carrying stories, carrying rest, Inside, the fire shifts, a log cracking softly before settling again. The light flickers across your closed eyelids, warm and orange, like the pulse of a dream just beginning. The scent of burning wood deepens, richer now, mixed with the faint sweetness of candle wax melting nearby. The house hums faintly, a low sound of contentment, as if it too is falling asleep with you. The wind sighs through the chimney, long and low. It sounds like a whisper, a voice just at the edge of hearing. If you listen closely, it almost sounds like words, but not words you need to understand. They are the language of rest, of stillness, of slow surrender. You breathe deeply. The air feels thick and kind. You can feel the heaviness of sleep settling over you now, not as a weight, but as a soft tide that carries you gently away from everything. Each breath takes you deeper. Each heartbeat draws you further into calm. The space between thoughts widens until the thoughts themselves dissolve into the sound of rain and fire. Outside, the lanterns still glow through the mist. Their light has softened to something dreamlike now, each one pulsing faintly in the dark. It feels as if the whole world is made of lanterns, each one a quiet heart, each one keeping the night alive and gentle. The rain slows, then pauses, as if the sky itself has grown sleepy. The last drops slide down the glass, leaving faint trails that catch the reflection of the firelight. The air after the rain is impossibly fresh, clean, cool, filled with the scent of wet leaves and distant earth. You can almost taste it, that quiet sweetness that comes after the storm. The silence that follows is the softest kind, the kind that hums with life. You can hear your breath again, slow and steady. The fire sighs, small and content. The clock in the corner ticks faintly, each second softer than the last. You imagine that outside, beyond the cottage, the pumpkins and lanterns are still glowing, scattered across the dark fields and cobblestone paths. Their light will stay through the night, keeping watch as the village sleeps. In the morning, the mist will lift, the leaves will gleam with dew, and the world will wake gently to another autumn day. But for now, everything is still. The night has wrapped you completely in its calm. The blanket is warm against your skin, the chair cradles you like a slow breath, and the glow of the fire feels steady and kind. You can let go now. You can rest. There's nothing beyond this moment. Only peace, only softness, only the quiet song of autumn as it hums through the air. The world will hold itself for you. The lanterns will keep their watch. The pumpkins will glow on. And you, safe, warm, and perfectly still, can drift into the deepest, coziest sleep, beneath the light of pumpkins and lanterns, beneath the breath of autumn, beneath the endless hush of night. The fire settles into a quiet rhythm now, low and steady, the faint crackle of ember, and would becoming softer with each passing moment. The room glows in deep amber, the shadows long and still. The storm has passed entirely, leaving behind a calm so thick it feels like velvet. You can almost hear the quiet hum of the earth outside, that deep, ancient sound that only comes after rain, when everything breathes again, cleansed and calm. Your blanket has grown warmer, the fabric holding the heat of your body and the air around you. You shift slightly, and the chair creaks just a little, its old wooden frame answering in a tone that feels familiar and kind, like an old friend nodding goodnight. The air carries the faintest sound of dripping water from the eaves, each drop slow and even, falling into a puddle that ripples under the pale glow of the lantern outside. You imagine that lantern now, its light flickering against the glass, surrounded by tiny beads of rain. The flame dances gently, never hurried, never fading. Beyond it, the night stretches endlessly, a soft quilt of stars and clouds and mist stitched together with silence. Every leaf on every tree gleams faintly with silver light. Every field rests under the hush of autumn's breath. The world feels as if it's holding still just for you. In the distance, you can hear an owl calling, low and calm. Its voice echoes through the trees, then fades into the night air. There's no answer, just stillness. The sound lingers for a moment in your chest before dissolving into quiet again. The night feels infinite, like it could hold your sleep forever without ever letting you fall too far. The scent of the fire deepens as it burns lower. It's a mix of smoke and pine and a faint trace of sweetness from the apples cooling on the table. You can almost feel that scent settle into the room, into the walls, into your breath. Every inhale feels slower now, every exhale softer. Outside, the last of the lanterns flicker across the fields. Their light reflects in puddles, glimmers along the wet stones of the path, touches the pumpkins with a glow so gentle it looks like they're breathing. You imagine each lantern as a little promise, a light that keeps the night kind, that says, you are not alone. You are safe here. You close your eyes again, and the line between dream and waking fades completely. The rain, the fire, the quiet, all of it drifts together, forming a single sound, a single rhythm, a single feeling. The rhythm is steady and slow, the sound of rest itself. The feeling is warmth, absolute, deep, endless warmth. You are drifting now, drifting through the glow of lantern light, through the soft, endless breath of autumn, through the scent of rain and smoke and calm. Your thoughts slow, then stretch, then disappear completely. What remains is the warmth of your breath in the air, the faint glow behind your eyelids, the weightless peace that fills every space between heartbeats. The world outside will keep turning. The stars will fade into dawn. The pumpkins will cool, their candles burning out one by one, leaving only the scent of wax and wood smoke in the air. But you will still be resting here, wrapped in warmth, beneath the quiet song of the night. Everything is gentle. Everything is safe. The world has gone soft and golden. You breathe in and out, slowly, easily, without effort. The last light of the fire fades to embers. The air glows faintly, the kind of light that feels more like a memory than a flame. The room sighs in silence. The night settles over everything like a soft blanket. You are home. You are warm. You are still. And as the story fades, your body grows lighter, your mind quieter, your breath slower. The fire hums its last note. The wind stills. The lantern outside glows one last time, steady and strong, keeping its promise. Sleep takes you gently now, like a leaf resting on still water, like a candle flame folding into itself, like a whisper returning to silence. The pumpkins keep their watch. The lanterns hold their glow, and the autumn night cradles you in its endless peace. Breathe once more. Let go completely. You are safe. You are loved. You are asleep. Good night, traveler of the lantern light. Good night, dreamer beneath the pumpkin's glow. Good night, child of autumn. Rest well, and let the world keep you warm until morning. The night deepens into a shade so soft it feels almost blue. The lantern outside burns lower, its flames stretching and curling before steadying again, as though it too is exhaling, settling into rest. The sound of the rain has stopped completely now, but you can still sense it in the air, the moisture clinging to the windows, the scent of the soaked earth rising faintly, rich and dark and grounding. Every sound that remains is gentle, deliberate, spaced out like heartbeats in the quiet. The fire glows with its last embers, deep orange and red, pulsing in a slow rhythm that feels alive. Each faint pop of wood sounds far away, like it's happening inside a dream. The shadows in the corners have softened. They are no longer edges or shapes, but part of the same calm blur that fills the entire room. It's as if the air itself has turned liquid with warmth, flowing around you, holding you in its hush. A single candle still flickers by the window. Its wax has melted low, curling at the edges, the flame bending slightly every time the faintest whisper of wind passes by. Its glow reaches just far enough to touch the glass, where droplets of water still cling, round and perfect. Through the soft distortion of the glass, you can see the faint silver of the moon, half hidden behind drifting clouds. The light catches on the wet cobblestones outside, turning them into ribbons of reflection that twist and shimmer with every movement of the clouds. You imagine the quiet village again, now deep in slumber. The doors are closed, the curtains drawn, but behind every window there is warmth, a bed, a soft sigh, the rhythm of someone dreaming. Even the animals are still. A cat has curled itself near a hearth somewhere. A horse in the stable shifts in its sleep. The owls have grown quiet. Everything is paused, suspended in this peaceful autumnal night. You take another breath, deep, long, full. The air feels heavier now, but in a comforting way. It carries that faint sweetness of cooled air and old wood, with just a trace of smoke and apple lingering still. As you breathe it in, your thoughts grow softer, slower, until they barely whisper through your mind. You no longer need to chase them, or shape them. You can let them drift the way leaves drift on a still pond, floating, effortless, soundless. Outside, the fog has returned, thicker and lower now, gathering around the pumpkins by the path. Their carved faces are still glowing, though faintly. The candles inside burn like small hearts, steady and patient. The mist wraps around them, diffusing their light until it feels as if the whole world is breathing in a soft golden haze. There's something ancient about it, something that feels older than time, a world made of earth and air and quiet flame. The house sighs again, the way old houses do when they are at peace. The timbers creak gently, the walls hold their warmth. The air hums faintly with the residue of the fire's heat. You can almost feel the house watching over you, a guardian of quiet and comfort. It doesn't ask anything of you. It only holds you, keeping the night at the right distance, keeping the silence safe. Your eyes grow heavier now, your body almost weightless. The line between waking and sleep thins until it becomes translucent. You can feel yourself hovering at its edge, where everything is warm, timeless, and perfectly still. In this space, there are no thoughts of tomorrow, no memories of before, only now. Only this breath, only this peace. The candle by the window flickers one last time, then steadies into stillness. The glow it casts on the glass fades into a dim reflection. The fog presses closer, the lantern outside glowing like a fading star. And you, still wrapped in your blanket, sink deeper into that hush that only the night can bring. Somewhere, in the distance, a single chime rings, a church bell perhaps, slow and faint. It counts the hour, but you don't listen for the number. You only feel the vibration of its tone moving through the air, gentle and long, a note that seems to stretch beyond the edges of the world. The bell fades. The night folds in around you again. Your breathing matches the rhythm of the quiet, the same pulse as the embers, the same rhythm as the earth itself. The blanket feels heavier now, cocooning you completely. Your fingers relax. Your shoulders sink. Your heart slows to match the world's calm. There is nothing left to do. No sound to follow. No light to chase. Only the soft hum of rest, the quiet song of the night, and the warmth that holds you like a promise. The world outside will dream for you now. The lanterns will burn until dawn. The pumpkins will glow through the fog, whispering their soft orange light to the trees and stones. You are part of that quiet now. You are part of the stillness. You are part of the world at rest. Sleep folds over you gently, layer by layer, like mist wrapping a hillside, like warmth settling in the bones, like peace finally finding its place. You drift and drift and drift until the sound of the last ember fades, until even the light becomes soft enough to dream through, until there is only breath, slow, steady, and free. The pumpkins shine on, the lanterns guard the path, and autumn keeps its endless promise that every night can end in warmth, and every heart can rest. Good night, good night, good night. The world has gone entirely still. The rain has long since drifted away, leaving only the faint trace of mist that curls along the ground and glimmers faintly in the moonlight. The lantern by the path has burned low, its flame small but steady, like a heartbeat in the dark. Its light dances softly against the puddles that still cling to the cobblestones, shimmering gold in the quiet. Inside the house, the air hums with warmth. The last coals in the hearth glow like tiny suns, their light breathing in slow, drowsy rhythms. The fire's song has faded to a whisper, a soft crackle now and then, like the sigh of an old friend who has run out of words. The smoke drifts lazily upward, vanishing into the chimney's dark mouth, leaving only the faint smell of pine and ash. You're still wrapped in your blanket, the fabric warm and heavy, perfectly fitted to your shape. The world beyond the edges of it no longer matters. The weight of the blanket feels like gentle arms around you, the kind that expect nothing in return, just comfort, just safety. The night is so quiet that even the smallest sounds take on a soft, musical quality. The ticking of the old clock on the mantel, the faint rustle of the wind moving through the leaves outside, the slow, steady rhythm of your own breathing, in perfect harmony with the calm. If you listen closely, you can almost hear the world dreaming. You can imagine it, the trees swaying gently in their sleep, the rivers murmuring soft lullabies as they glide beneath the moonlight, the the stars above blinking slowly, like eyelids too heavy to stay open. It feels as if everything has joined in the same great rhythm of rest. The fog outside thickens again, silver and smooth. It curls around the pumpkins and lanterns that line the path, dimming their light until they look like glowing orbs floating in the air. The whole village seems to have been transformed into a dreamscape, soft, glowing, silent. The mountains in the distance are barely visible now, their edges blurred by mist. Even the sky has softened, the stars have dimmed, hidden behind thin clouds that stretch like silk across the heavens. You breathe in deeply, and the air tastes like rain and wood and the faint sweetness of earth. There's something ancient about it, something grounding, something that makes you feel utterly connected to everything. The soil, the fire, the air, the night. You are no longer just sitting in a chair by the hearth. You are part of this stillness, woven into the very fabric of it. A soft breeze moves through the open crack of the window, cool and delicate against your skin. It carries the scent of the night, wet leaves, old stone, distant pine. It touches your face like a whisper and then moves on. You let your eyes close, and behind your eyelids, the world continues to move gently. The flicker of firelight becomes golden waves. The rhythm of your breath becomes the tide. The night folds around you, seamless and calm. The candle by the window finally gives its last breath of flame. It sputters once, twice, and then fades into a tiny curl of smoke that rises and disappears. But the darkness it leaves behind is not empty. It's soft, velvety, filled with the memory of light. You can feel it in the room, the lingering warmth, the way shadows have turned tinder, no longer edges but waves of peace. You are sinking deeper now, into the warmth, into the quiet, into the safe dark. Your mind drifts to that small lantern outside, the one still glowing in the fog. Its flame wavers slightly, then steadies, as if it knows you're watching, as if it's standing guard. Its light feels like a promise, a wordless assurance that the night is gentle and that rest is always waiting for you, no matter where you are. Your body grows heavy, deliciously so. Every muscle has let go. Your thoughts have faded into the same rhythm as your breath, slow, wide, and deep. You are no longer trying to fall asleep. Sleep is already here, all around you, pressing softly against your skin, wrapping you in its patient silence. Outside, a single leaf drifts from a tree, landing soundlessly on the wet ground. The moonlight touches it just once before moving on. The lantern's glow trembles, then stills again. The world has settled into perfect peace. Somewhere far off, a rooster stirs in its sleep, not yet ready to announce the morning. The first faint suggestion of dawn hides behind the mountains, waiting, but it will be a long while yet before it comes. The night still belongs to rest, to quiet, to dreams. You are safe. You are warm. The world will hold its hush for you. You can let go completely now. The last remnants of wakefulness fade like mist at sunrise, soft and unhurried. Your breath evens out, long and low, until even the act of breathing feels like drifting. The fire sighs one last time. The clock ticks slower. The wind outside fades into nothing. And the world, every lantern, every leaf, every star, goes still with you. Sleep now, deeply, sweetly. Let the warmth hold you. Let the quiet guide you. Let the night keep you. You are home. You are safe. You are loved. You are at rest. Sleep well, dear dreamer, in the glow of pumpkins and lantern light, until the dawn finds you, wrapped in peace. Good night. Good night. Good night. Crescent moon, the night lingers in its last, slow heartbeat before dawn. Outside, the fog lies thick and low across the ground, curling around the pumpkins, the fences, and the quiet corners of the village. It moves like breath, soft, deliberate, and endlessly patient. Every so often, the faintest glimmer of starlight slips through it, like the night itself is blinking drowsily, unwilling to wake. The lanterns still burn in the distance, though their glow has softened into a pale amber haze that seems to hover more than shine. The earth smells rich and clean after the rain, that scent of soil and leaves mingled with a trace of wood smoke that drifts from chimneys now gone cold. The world is soaked through with quiet. You can almost feel the weight of it pressing gently against the windows, a hush so complete it hums. Inside, that hush fills every corner. The quiet rhythm of the clock, the faint pop of a coal collapsing in the hearth, the slow, steady sound of your own breathing blending with the stillness around you. You stir faintly, but not enough to break the spell. The blanket has grown warmer with your body's heat, and the chair beneath you feels softer than it did before, as if time itself has melted into its shape. The warmth clings to your skin, the way the last light of evening clings to the horizon before it disappears. You can feel yourself floating somewhere between the last layers of dream and the softest edges of awareness, suspended in that perfect balance where nothing is required of you, where the world asks only that you rest. The embers in the hearth glow faintly now, tiny stars gathered in a bowl of shadow. The room around them glows dimly, every surface painted in faint gold and deep brown. You can just make out the table by the window, the candle burned all the way down to a puddle of wax. Beyond it, the glass is fogged over, etched with small trails of condensation that glimmer faintly when the embers shift. Through it, you can see only shapes now, the faintest outline of trees, the curve of the path, the ghostly light of a single lantern that refuses to die. You think of that lantern often, in this half-sleep. The way its glow seems endless, the way it flickers but never fades. You imagine someone long ago lighting it, perhaps before supper, before the rain began, setting it outside with quiet care. And even now, hours later, through fog and wind and the weight of the night, it still burns. The thought is comforting. That small act of light feels like a promise kept, a kindness that continues, quiet and steady, without needing to be seen. The air in the room is cool, but not cold, fresh from the faint breeze that seeps through the cracks in the window frame. The scent of the rain still lingers in it, mingled now with the faint sweetness of extinguished fire. It carries the smell of ash and warmth and earth, the scent of endings that are gentle and good. You draw it in slowly, and with each breath, you feel yourself sinking deeper, not down, but inward, toward stillness, toward calm, toward a space that is yours and yours alone. Outside, the fog begins to shift again. The night is loosening its hold. You can sense it, the way the darkness thins ever so slightly at the edges, the way the air feels a little lighter, the faintest tremor of silver beneath the clouds. Morning is still far away, but it's coming, slowly, softly, in no hurry at all. You are still wrapped in the heart of night, safe and untouched by its passing. The lantern's glow reaches just far enough to touch the window pane, casting a faint shimmer across your face. If you opened your eyes, you might see it, the faint ripple of light that moves like a heartbeat across the glass. But you don't need to open your eyes. You can see it anyway, in your mind, in that quiet space behind your thoughts where dreams linger even after they're gone. You are drifting again, your breath so slow now it almost blends with the silence. Time has lost its meaning here. Minutes have turned into moments, moments into the soft blur of rest. The night moves at the same pace as your heart, steady, calm, infinite. You can feel it surrounding you, holding you, keeping you anchored in peace. The house sighs one final time as it settles deeper into stillness. The wood, the walls, the air, all seem to exhale together. The sound is so soft it might be imagined, yet it feels as real as the ground beneath you. You know, without knowing how, that everything in this space is at ease. The world beyond these walls may be vast and unknowable, but here, in this room, in this hour, everything is safe. You let the last threads of thought slip away, one by one. The image of the lantern fades. The fog dissolves. Even the sound of your breathing becomes part of something larger, the deep rhythm of the sleeping world. There is nothing left to hold on to, nothing left to do. Only this moment, only this peace. Sleep drifts through you like warm water, like light passing through glass. You sink completely now, without fear, without effort, into the dark that holds you gently, endlessly, lovingly. The pumpkins still glow faintly outside, their light soft and golden against the fog. The lantern keeps its silent watch. The night folds itself around you once more. And there, wrapped in warmth and quiet, you sleep. No more sound, no more thought, only stillness, only peace. Good night, dreamer. Sleep deeply, sleep sweetly, sleep until the dawn finds you, and even then, let it wait. For now, the pumpkins glow for you, the lanterns burn for you, and the world holds its breath so that you can rest. Good night, good night, good night. Crescent moon sparkles. The air has gone utterly still now, as though even the wind has decided to rest. Somewhere outside, the fog has begun to lift, but slowly, lazily, the way dreams sometimes fade when morning is still far away. Everything is suspended in quiet. The lantern on the path flickers only once every few seconds, its glow dim and honey-colored, a tiny heartbeat in the mist. You can almost imagine that it knows you are asleep and is keeping its light for you alone. The house is breathing too, in its own way, the faint creak of old wood expanding, the whisper of air moving between its beams, the soft hum of warmth still clinging to the walls. It's the kind of sound that feels alive, the kind that tells you this place has seen countless nights like this one. You can feel the memory of all those evenings, all that quiet, layering softly over you like the weight of time itself, gentle and familiar. Your blanket has grown heavier, not in burden, but in comfort, as though the fabric has absorbed all the calm in the room. It hugs you close, steady and warm, matching the rhythm of your breath. Each inhale pulls in the faint scent of cooling wood smoke, the ghost of rain, and the sweetness of autumn still lingering in the air. Each exhale carries away what little is left of wakefulness. There's a deep silence now, the kind that exists only in the late hours before dawn. It's not an empty silence. It hums softly, full of life just beneath the surface. It's the hush of the earth itself, waiting. The stars above, though hidden behind the clouds, seem to pulse faintly, their light muted but unwavering. Somewhere, beyond the hills, a stream murmurs faintly, its sound too distant to hear clearly, but present enough to feel, like a heartbeat beneath the world. You are drifting again. The warmth of the room blurs into something weightless, like floating in a quiet sea. Thoughts, if they come at all, arrive only as images. The glow of lanterns through fog, the curl of smoke above rooftops, the soft gleam of wet cobblestones catching moonlight. They appear and dissolve without meaning, without urgency. You are free from the need to think, free from the pull of time. If you listen closely, you can almost hear the rhythm of your own heartbeat echoing faintly through the stillness. It's slow, steady, peaceful. The pulse of someone who has found deep rest. The kind of rest that doesn't end with the night, but seeps into every corner of you, into every quiet place that needed it. Outside, the last candle inside the nearest pumpkin flickers once, twice, then steadies. The flame bends slightly as a soft breeze passes, but it doesn't go out. Its glow spills gently across the grass, lighting tiny beads of dew that shimmer like silver dust. The path beyond glows faintly too, and the mist shifts, curling like smoke, forming trails that twist upward toward the barely there light of the moon. The air feels cool now, but not cold. It moves against your skin in the gentlest way, like the touch of water flowing over smooth stones. It carries the faint scent of the coming morning, that quiet, indescribable smell that signals dawn is still a whisper away. You breathe it in without effort. It fills you with ease. There's nothing left to do. No need to turn, no need to move. The world has folded perfectly around you, cradling you in its stillness. You are safe here, in this moment, in this quiet, in this small pocket of warmth that exists only for you. The night has made space for your rest, and it will hold it for as long as you need. The lanterns outside continue their watch, patient and kind. The pumpkins, their soft faces glowing from within, look like tiny guardians of the night. The mist curls and uncurls around them, wrapping them in a soft silver veil. The stars above, hidden though they are, seem to hum a slow, steady song, one that only your heart can hear. You feel yourself sinking deeper now, beyond words, beyond thought, into the pure, endless comfort of sleep. The world fades, softly, without edges or sound. The fire in the hearth dims to a quiet orange pulse. The air grows cooler, the quiet thicker. And then, slowly, everything dissolves. The lantern, the fog, the house, even the warmth, until all that remains is peace. Not silence, not darkness, but the feeling of being entirely at ease, entirely weightless, entirely home. Sleep takes you gently, wrapping around you like the softest fabric, like a promise that cannot be broken. You drift down and down and down, through the stillness, through the quiet, through the dream of autumn itself. The pumpkins glow on. The lanterns hum softly. The world holds its breath. And you rest. Deeply, peacefully, completely. Good night, dear traveler. Sleep now. Sleep until the dawn finds you. And when it does, let it come softly as the lantern's glow and the sigh of a world at peace. Good night, good night, good night. The quiet is complete now. It stretches across the hills and the fields, across the winding path that leads away from the little house, across the sleeping village beyond. The world has gone utterly still, resting under its soft blanket of fog. The pumpkins outside flicker faintly, their light almost blending with the mist, so that it's hard to tell where one ends and the other begins. The lantern at the bend of the path glows like a promise that never fades, a soft pulse in the darkness. Inside, everything is at rest. The chair has molded perfectly to your shape. The blanket is warm and smells faintly of smoke and rain, that comforting scent that feels like the memory of every autumn that's ever been. The air hums gently with the last warmth of the fire, and each ember in the hearth glows like a tiny planet, spinning slowly through its own quiet sky. You breathe in, you breathe out, each breath slower than the one before. The rhythm of your body matches the rhythm of the world. The faint sound of the wind outside comes and goes like the tide. You can hear it moving through the trees, brushing against the window panes, then falling still again. It's not a cold wind. It's soft, steady, patient. It sounds almost like a lullaby, sung from a distance, as though the night itself is whispering to you. Sleep has taken hold now, gently but completely. It holds you the way the fog holds the lantern light, cradling you, softening every edge. The world outside no longer feels far away. It feels infinite, seamless, kind. The line between your body and the room, between the room and the air, has blurred until everything is one. You are no longer separate from the quiet. You are the quiet. You can feel it deep in your chest, that calm that grows warmer and deeper with every breath. The tension has gone from your hands, from your shoulders, from your thoughts. The only thing that remains is peace, thick and soft, the kind that fills every corner of you. Outside, a gentle drizzle begins again. Not rain, but a fine mist that drifts down like breath from the clouds. You can hear it tapping lightly on the leaves and the rooftop, tiny, soothing notes that fall in no hurry at all. Each sound is slow and steady, like the heartbeat of the night. The world has fallen into the same perfect rhythm: rain, air, breath, warmth, quiet. You can imagine the hills beyond the village, cloaked in that same soft rain. The pumpkins glowing faintly along the stone fences, the grass bending beneath drops of silver water. A fox might be sleeping in a hollow somewhere, curled into its tail. The streams are murmuring gently, carrying the rain to the rivers to the sea. Everything is moving, but softly, the kind of motion that soothes instead of stirs. The lantern on the path flickers once more, casting its glow in a wide circle that fades into the mist. Its light touches the puddles, the stones, the edges of fallen leaves. The fog shifts like silk around it, the light rippling through it in waves of gold and amber. For a moment, it looks as if the world itself is breathing with you, expanding, contracting, steady and calm. Inside, the air feels heavier now, the warmth deeper, like the entire room has become one long exhale. The embers whisper one last time, their faint glow turning the shadows into soft patterns that move across the walls and ceiling. Each pattern fades slowly, as if it's being drawn back into the dark. The light lowers, the air thickens with peace, and you sink deeper into sleep. Nothing exists outside this stillness. There are no hours, no sounds to wake you, no weight to carry. Just this, the rain, the warmth, the glow, the endless, gentle calm. The pumpkins hold their steady light. The lantern hums softly on the path. The house breathes in silence. The world keeps watch. And you, dear dreamer, are safe within it all. Your breath becomes the whisper of the rain. Your heartbeat becomes the rhythm of the earth. Your dreams rise and fall with the fog outside. The world is folded around you completely now, and you are floating somewhere deep inside its peace. Even if the dawn begins to stir behind the hills, it will wait. It will not rush the morning. It will let you sleep a little longer. The fog will stay, wrapping the village in quiet. The lantern will still be burning when you wake. The pumpkins will still be glowing softly through the mist. The world will still be kind. You can rest. You can let go completely. You can stay here as long as you need. The fire sighs one last time. The rain softens to a whisper. The night holds its breath. Sleep now. Sleep deeply. Sleep peacefully. You are home. You are safe. You are loved. The lantern keeps its light for you. The world keeps its stillness for you. The night keeps its promise. Good night, traveler. Good night, dreamer. Good night, heart at rest.